Record and now. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. It's your boy, Big, and my man, Rich, co-creator of the Boss XL Supercharged Sales Loop System. It is hump day, right, man, Rich? It is hump day. What does that mean?
That means Wednesday is Supercharged Training Day. It is Paid Traffic Day. So it's just an awesome day. It's just an awesome day, buddy. How's your week been so far?
Been fantastic. A lot of great announcements coming. If you're watching this on replay, make sure that you get back to the person that shared this link with you, because they want to work with you to get you inside the Boss XL system. You want to take a look at their funnel, their system, and they can help you or get help from the group or our certified coaches or myself and Rich to get you up and running in Boss XL in a 24-hour period. Bottom line is, all this training each week is about sharing the knowledge, Boss XL, all with you on the fantastic programs inside Boss XL. But if you're watching it on replay, make sure you get back to the person that introduced you, because that's what we're all about, making sure that everyone grows together, learns together, earns together, but also learns how to really leverage this system. And that's what these weekly trainings are about, right, Rich? We're going to tell you how to leverage each part of the program.
Exactly. Tonight in particular is a big leverage day because of what we're going to cover. So I'm excited about tonight. We're going to squeeze a lot into the next 30 minutes or so. You guys watching this recording will see that we've got guests on. They're contributors to this training session. The downfall for you guys watching the recording are that you're watching the recording. You've already missed a good 40 minutes or so of off-record stuff. And we'll be hanging around afterwards for questions and answers. So do be on these training sessions. There's no cost for being on these. This is the kind of stuff that we give away just because we're a little bit cuckoo, if you believe the hype, anyway. So I think that's a great question from Eric that we're going to definitely have to cover off record. Someone says my volume needs increasing. Is that right?
Yeah. See, the problem you run into, Rich, and I run into the same thing with the earbuds, is it keeps muffling up against your sweatshirt there.
Right, let me.
There you go.
There we go.
Now you're gonna hold it up, put it up here like a mustache.
Do you know what? For 40 minutes, I've been sat relaxed like this, and we've hit record, and I've got all excited, and it's changed everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's do this. Today, we're going to talk all about one of the fantastic programs, actually the glue, the engine, if you will, of Boss XL, because we call it a Supercharged Sales Loop System, and that's actually Online Sales Pro. And I'm wearing my Online Sales Pro swag today.
Baby.
Yep, to let you guys know, and gals out there, that this is a fantastic tool even by itself. But we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about how it's integrated and used in the Boss XL, and how you can learn inside Boss XL how to turn around and leverage and use Online Sales Pro yourself for any other offers you may have out there. And that's the beautiful thing, because when you come into Boss XL, one of the things that Rich and myself and people like David, our certified coach, and all our other big up winner circle people will tell you, it's all about helping you leverage what you already have. Learn from that, okay, by being a part of Boss XL, and then the light bulbs start to go off, because most people out there have been kind of left by the road. When they get into programs, they're promised by all these people that they're going to be able to make this much money, that much money, and they leave out the one thing that's most important, which is traffic and marketing, and how do you go about getting eyeballs on your offer? Because the truth is, there's so many great business opportunities out there. That's the BO and Boss, okay? But most people don't have success systems or sales systems to get it done. And one of the things that Boss XL will teach you is that, in the end, what we're hoping ultimately is that we're like two proud papas, and you graduate and you create your own system, you create your own tribe, you create your own community. Those are the success stories that we love. But today, let's do this, Rich. Let's spend the next 30 minutes going into Online Sales Pro. Fantastic. If you've never heard of it, man, bottom line is, you get all these nice little notifications, all about leads and sales and all kinds of stuff, but it's more than just an app. Oh, bottom line, let's go. Let's do some training, Rich, on Online Sales Pro, my man, because there were some major announcements over the last week.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to do, let me know if you lose me on sound. We're going to go into share screen so you can see what I am doing. Now, let's get rid of that. So here we are inside Online Sales Pro. So Online Sales Pro is the tool suite, like Big says. It's the glue that holds everything together. It's your lead center. It's your social media hub. It's your marketing center. It's got all sorts of good stuff. Tonight's training is predominantly going to be on using the tool suite for creating pages, for marketing your Boss Excel system and other businesses. But we'll touch very briefly first on what else is in here, just in case you're literally brand new to OSP and either haven't looked around yet or haven't even got signed up. So your dashboard, as I say, covers things like your leads. It gives you the foothold into your first training sessions. Then you have an edit tab, which is going to take you into page builders. So we're going to come back to that because we're going to spend some quality time here shortly. Then you've got leads, which I can't click on because straight away it shows you all of the email addresses of my lead center, and this is recorded, so I'm not giving all my email addresses away. You've got resources, which is a training hub. This is a center that gives you videos, downloads, so much information on social media training, building lists, how-tos. You've even got phone calls that you can just plug into while you're wandering around the streets doing your thing. You've got an online store which promotes whatever it is that your sponsor wants to promote, and you've got your own online store for you to promote to the rest of your team, where you can promote whatever tools, resources, and services it is that you want your team.
Yeah, show you a pretty store there, and the edit your online store offers there, Rich.
So let's go into mine, and so boom, full of all sorts of stuff.
You sexy beast, you.
Oh man, I tell you, it's no secret that I'm the good looks and brains of the operation, and you're the marketing finesse. Is that right?
You've learned well. I've taught Rich. It's hard to be humble.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So the editor. What I want to show you is firstly, there's two brand new funnels. So if you are, as I said, literally brand new, all a funnel is a series of pages that lead people down a process. So a funnel would be, let's say, to start off with someone who's shown an interest in a business. And so they'd see a page which pricks their curiosity, and then that would lead them into another page which shares more information. And that process can go on depending on the design of the funnel. What Online Sales Pro do is they've built a number of funnels for us to use to promote Online Sales Pro. There's the funnels that most of you guys will be aware of, which is the demo funnels. There's the standard funnels that exist already, but these two, 7 and 8, are new. So I'm very quickly going to show you these two funnels. While I'm doing that, for the guys who are on this live, just do me a favor, raise your virtual hand in the chat bar, in the participants bar. Raise your hand if you haven't yet seen these funnels. So funnel number 7, I love this funnel. This is Tina's story. So Tina, just a normal everyday mom who was involved in network marketing, had never worked online before, never generated leads online, knew nothing about online traffic, and used Online Sales Pro to basically undergo and progress through that journey and had massive success. It's a really good lead capture page, a really good funnel, because what it does is it tells her story in such a soft sell way that people can't help be captivated by it, and then it leads into lead capture, which is vitally important, and we'll touch on that in a second. And when they submit, it heads into the Online Sales Pro demo video, where you've got one of the co-creators, Grady, doing a PowerPoint presentation and a back office demonstration of how the system works. It's a great funnel to promote. How are we looking on the raised hands? Is there anybody on the training who wasn't aware of that one yet, buddy?
Yeah, couple people,
Yeah,
absolutely.
okay, cool. Yep. Yeah, so I'd strongly recommend getting into that one. Now, Funnel 8 has been put together by the #1 affiliate in Online Sales Pro, Vincent Ortega Jr. He's done a great job of using what you're going to see next. Basically, what he's done is he's used the quick editor to create this simple page, and it leads into a slight extension of his previous sales page. So the same sales video, so a great converting video that sells Online Sales Pro for you. That's and that video is just positioned on a sales letter page, so a slightly longer description horizontally, vertically, horizontally, going down.
Going down. Yeah. Now, the beautiful thing about this in testing, as Rich talked about, you guys know we run a ton of traffic. These two latest funnels are absolutely killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely killing it. Two separate demographics and markets, though. Keep in mind that number 7, okay, is what had been missing before in OSP, and that is a female-oriented, okay, female-oriented network marketing funnel. Because Rich and I talked about this on some of the other training, a lot of the funnels were all geared toward either big commission dollars or the lifestyle that the truth is most of us, if we're not in our 20s there, aren't living or probably wouldn't live. And so what was missing is a focus toward people that had regular lifestyles, okay, or children or whatever, and just have it be more real and raw, just like Rich and I talk about, more personal, more of a connection. I like to call it a clarity connection, and that's why this one is killing it. It's absolutely killing it because there isn't anything else like it if you look at the other funnels.
Yeah, people can relate to this so easily. Now, so something quickly to bear in mind, guys. Once you've connected your autoresponder to your Online Sales Pro, so you've gone through the setup process, you've completed your Boss Excel funnel using the funnel that you've been given by your sponsor to get all of the parts that you need. And one of the last pieces of that puzzle at the end of the funnel is visiting, well, you'll hit the button actually, you don't even need to type it in, you just hit the button and it takes you there. www.bossexcelsharecodes.com.
Yeah, let's Rich, let's do this because a bunch of questions coming up and great questions. Yeah, you're showing us 7 and 8 brand new funnels. How do you as a new person in OSP put that to work for you?
Okay.
And that'll lead right into what you and I are going to talk about with the autoresponder and making sure that they have that correct. I was losing the word there, but I know you were headed there. But let's back up and actually show people how they put that to work for 7 and 8.
Cool.
Yep.
So what you can put it to work either from your laptop like this, your desktop, or you can put it to work from your mobile phone app. It's the same process. When you open your mobile phone app, you'll see these buttons also. And so what you can do is you can simply click the share button. It can really be as simple as that. You can click share and it will literally put it on your timeline. Check how quick this shows on my timeline.
Okay, so while Rich is doing that, that's part of the contest for giving away the Boss XL t-shirt. Everyone follow and do exactly what Rich is doing right now. Share this funnel, okay, directly to your timeline. So Rich is going to do it and click and share the link, and then he's going to show you how to do it one more time. All right? So we want to see the people doing that. All right?
There we go. So click share link, and that's it. That's going to show.
So show them once again. You don't have to actually share it this time, but show them how to do it.
You click the share button.
So I want all of you watching this right now, even if you're watching it on replay on training, to do exactly what Rich is doing. All right.
And any of them, you don't have to choose the one that I did, although I would strongly suggest you use 7 or 8. But don't, just because I've chosen 7, don't feel you have to.
And
you can choose 8 if it's
let's do 8. Let's do 8. Click 8 for us, Rich. All right. And once again, you want to say something. You don't just want the link popped up there.
Yeah, don't just post links. It's pointless. So just say something of interest. You don't have to write an absolute essay, because bear in mind, when you're posting links, and I say posting links, we don't want you to turn into spammers. We don't want your Facebook wall to become that wall that nobody looks at, because all that it's full of is links to businesses. It creates no interest, no engagement whatsoever. People want value from you. They want a reason to see your posts. So you're going to have all sorts on your wall, constantly, all the time. So this doesn't have to be perfect, because in half an hour, it's going to have disappeared into...
right. But we do want everyone to do it now. We want to see the action.
Absolutely.
Because when we go back, what Rich and I will do in a little bit, when we're looking at the giveaway, we want to see people sharing it. That's the first thing. Mm-hmm. You have to learn. You have to implement. All right? Then you teach it to other people.
Exactly.
All right?
So that's one way to share. The other way to share is simply to either copy and paste the link from here, or click on the link and copy and paste it from your toolbar. Hi, Tina. Beautiful. So yeah, you copy and paste the link from there and put it wherever you're going to put it. Put it in your email campaigns. Put it on your Twitter. Use it in your Instagram posts. Use it wherever. Email campaigns, WhatsApp, text messaging, whatever form of marketing you're doing. But essentially, all you're doing is you're using one of those links, or you're using the share button. Personally, I don't use the share button when I'm on the computer. When I'm actually sat at my Mac, I'll copy the link. I'll use one of my URL shorteners, which is something we'll talk about on Winner's Circle. That's not for this training. And I post. So I've got a disguised post which leads exactly where I want it to lead, and it's tracked. It's a beautiful thing. If I've got my phone, I literally just click share. And it's a great way of showing someone an example of how it works, because you can also share your other funnels from your phone. So not just these ones. So your Boss Excel funnel in your mobile phone, you can click share. Any funnels that you create for your network marketing business, in your funnel, you can click share. So next time you're at your network marketing monthly meeting, or your weekly prospecting meeting, your hotel meeting, or whatever, just get a couple of your mates in the corner, all stood around with a drink, and say, watch this. And you press share, and your network marketing business is immediately publicized to the world in a far better way than any of your friends are doing it.
Yep. So let's do this, Rich. Share with people that one of your latest signups, you did exactly that. You took the app, because the person had said what? Oh, OSP, I heard about that, but you know what? I'm already all set. I have a funnel builder, et cetera, et cetera. And Rich said, oh yeah? Well, can you actually build the funnel in less than 3 minutes on your phone? And took the person through it in the app, built it, which is exactly what we're going to show you, and boom, before you know it, before he's even done, cha-ching, right?
So some of you guys will know the girl who we're talking about, and so it was through a genuine conversation, not a pitch conversation, a genuine conversation. It's funny how they work out best, but genuine conversation that led into a tour around my back office, just like this, that led into a discussion about how the mobile app and the mobile site of Online Sales Pro works. And for somebody who is as mobile as this particular girl is, to be able to build everything on her phone, because you can now build funnels and lead capture pages.
We're going to show you that.
Phone. That would just, mind-blowing. So, the tool suite is incredible.
So just quickly, Rich, you guys are going to be able to see the app there, leads, and then each of the funnels you can quickly share on there. So you see the new OSP funnels, and any of the pages that you've created, such as our Boss Excel, okay, any of your lead capture pages are all on there as well. So like you'll see all of our Boss Excel pages if you're actually doing it right there. So if someone says to you. Let's say you're talking to someone and you don't want to necessarily, it's someone you know, like in Rich's case, he did not send the lead capture page because he didn't need to, because that's someone he had a relationship with. But he certainly said, you know what, take a look at our landing page for Boss Excel, which is Boss Excel 1, hit that, sent it over to her. So all she had to do was look at that page instead of, opting in, et cetera, et cetera. So you want to be social sharing and also social selling as well, and which means that those people don't necessarily have to go into your lead capture page. You want to show them the power of basically breaking down each part of the Boss Excel. That's the beauty. No other lead capture page builder or funnel builder at all has that capability. All right. Piggybacking off of that, what they realized is people could not previously to this week build lead capture pages, okay, going to the OSP funnel, Online Sales Pro funnel, on their phone. And that's what people were asking for, just a quick way to build that. And so they came up with the quick editor, which is exactly what Rich is going to go over. And that's by sharing that, boom, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay?
Exactly. So, quick editor. This has been put together to, I'll say, to speed up the process. To be fair, the process was pretty bloody quick as it was. It's trimmed 2-3 minutes off of building a page, but it's made it simpler to follow. It's less confusing to look at. And certainly, if you're doing one-to-one selling, social selling, you're engaging with people and you're sharing your back office or sharing your phone screen, it's very easy to show people how to build these pages. And that's a great way of getting somebody involved. So what we're going to do is we're quickly going to knock together a page. Now you've got umpteen different templates. You've got in this top step here, quick templates, email templates, classic templates, thank you templates. For now, as of the 21st, 22nd of February, don't worry about these bottom two. In all likelihood, you're not going to use them. They're not the most contemporary templates. These two, however, awesome. So quick templates is the page you're looking at. Email templates is a little more complex if you're wanting to just capture email addresses. So you'll notice from the previous pages, they've got rid of the focus on telephone numbers. They've got rid of the focus on names. I think they were Vincent orientated ideas, and that's great if you're a seller. If you're somebody who's going to pick up the phone and speak to your people. We're not that guy. Most of you aren't that guy. We're looking at automation and selling through data capture, through email campaigns. So your email templates are the ones that we're going to focus on. I'm going into quick templates. So this is your quick editor. And we'll just select template 1, just as an example. So here's your editor. Again, do me that favor, just throw up your hands and let Big know if you've not seen or played with this yet. If you're not familiar with what I'm doing here, just give Big a show of hands. So your template editor is very straightforward. It's step by step. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to upload an image. So the image is just taken from your computer or from your phone. So simply go to where you keep your images and pick an image. So let's do a cliche. Let's have a money image. Then what you're going to do, cha-ching, somebody's on my page. So what you're going to do is you are going to insert some text. So I've chosen a money background. So let's do cash really is king. True or false. And so then you've got a subheadline, which is in smaller text. Find out what this 6-figure earner has to say about that in this. Say about that. dot dot dot. And then in the button, we'll just put free video here. Yeah? You guys see and hear me? I'm assuming so. Big's disappeared. So that's it. Then you're going to change the color of your button. The color of your button is always wanting to be the strongest color on the page. So try not to use pictures, try not to use images that are too busy. You want your button to clearly stand out. I would advise you against using red. It's a warning color. Kind of obvious, but a lot of people still use it. Then you're going to choose your destination URL. So that's where you want.
Rich, let's go back and touch on that real quick. All right. So this is something that you need to think about, and we're going to show you here in a little bit. One of the things about the quick templates, unfortunately, the quick editor, is you cannot really choose a button color besides what is here. Again, this is a quick editor. I mean, so what we're finding, okay, is that you don't want to really play around with the pastel colors, the blue and the purple there, definitely not the gray, because, again, they get lost. Your button needs to be prominent. The best thing that you can do, and we're going to show you how, is to have the dominant color in your picture match pretty closely the button color. Yeah. All right, and we'll show you, except for red, as Rich talked about. We'll also talk about the proper size, which is going to be different for your quick editor because it's based on, again, you have to remember download speed, things like that. So we'll talk about that. Sorry, Rich, you didn't have to go back on. You were sharing. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, they don't need to see me. I was trying. My dogs were barking because it's 5 o'clock. So
that's all right, pal. I was just checking the color. Oh, that's a beautiful. Right. Yeah, we'll maybe use that one. That's got great coloration.
So he's teasing all of you guys.
So yeah, then you will simply. Oh, let me add screen share back on. Then you will simply choose your name for your funnel. So we'll put money. You'll add your destination URL in case you missed that. That is where you want people to go after they've clicked the button. That might be your network marketing sales page. It might be your Boss XL1 sales page. It might be your OSP demo page. Whatever it is you're promoting. You're going to go to advanced settings and you're going to input the name of your autoresponder. So whatever your autoresponder name is, put that in there. Better still, put the list number. If you've seen the Aweber video that's in the Facebook group, you'll know what I mean. Make sure you watch the Aweber video that's in the Facebook group. So you want your autoresponder list name, preferably your list number, and you're going to save. So just to kind of summarize, all we've done is we've clicked browse, selected a video, typed a handful of words in big letters, typed a handful of words in small letters, chosen a color, put in the destination link. That's it. Were we not talking about it as we went? It genuinely takes around 2.5 minutes. That's your editor page. So to view it in real life, cash really is king, true or false. Find out what the six-figure earners has to say about that. Free video here. Put in your email address, and when you click there, it takes them, in this instance, straight through to the Boss XL Funnel 1. Now, in that particular image, the orange does stand out better than anything else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what big we're talking about. You'll like this. So back to editor. Let's choose this image instead. And so we'll change the wording just so that it's congruent, because you want your wording to tie in with your image. In an ideal world, you also want that wording and that image to tie in with what they're going to see once they click the button. In an even more ideal world, you want the wording of the advert that gets them to look at the page to tie in with the content. I'll let Big summarize that while I'm just jotting down some wording.
So that has everything to do with leverage and congruency. what you want, we talk about congruent offers on Boss Excel, but when it comes to marketing, you don't want any surprises for people because they are emotionally buying in by giving you their email. So they expect to see something that ties in. So if you have a picture of a lion and then suddenly on the next page you're selling them a lamb, it's not congruent. So what Rich is talking about is think about the reason you have the ability to customize your own lead capture pages is because you really should think about where's that person going to land after they put in their email address. And so you want to look at things like color. So many people use company, what they call video sales pages or landing pages, all right? And what you should do is reverse engineer that, look at that, and take some of the main components from that, and then your lead capture page should be congruent with where they're going to land. That's the beauty of OSP, that you can create so many of these so that you can create that congruency, all right, from the lead capture page to the landing page or the sales lander page. And the problem is that we're seeing is people are just creating lead capture pages because they love the lead capture page, yet they have nothing to do with the landing page that people land on. So if you want higher conversions, you want higher conversions that lead to sales, don't surprise people or shock them with something entirely different than what they're expecting when they see the lead capture page in the first place. So it's not a rant, it's just training you on, the sales psychology, all right, that has everything to do with color, but also congruency. You want to leverage that you have that 7 seconds from the time that they put that information in, that your lander comes up, your landing sales page comes up. Don't surprise them.
Exactly.
You want to do, and the same thing continues, with your email follow-ups and all like that. You just want that congruency. Don't clickbait them, whatever you want to. People don't like to be surprised, all right?
Exactly.
Now, if you're using an image that's shock value, all right, that's a different story, all right? But shock value only works for a very short period of time, because if you're using shock value to get people to put their information in and they're expecting to see, you're showing, say, see the Roman ring of death, beheading, and then, once again, they land on a lamb, then they're going to be disappointed. Yeah. So the important thing is, as Rich said, a lot of you see the lead capture pages that we create or I create or the videos I create basically encapsulate a image or a theme or something, and I use the some people say, oh, all you use is puns. Well, guess what? Word association like that with image works. All right.
You're talking to the subconscious brain when you're talking with that kind of language. It's far more powerful. And yeah, some people brush it off on the conscious side of things, but on the subconscious side of things, it's doing more good than they know. So this page that I've put together, the wording's a little bit rubbish for a couple of reasons. Firstly, hard to focus on good copy when big talking. Secondly, to kind of show you that the copy does matter, because it's not a shock value image. It's quite a tame image, really. The wording on the page ties in with the page, but how well do you think the wording on this page and the image tie in with the supercharged sales loop system funnel being behind it? So my question really is, would you have this page at the front of your Boss Excel funnel? I'd suggest maybe not. You guys might think different. It'd be interesting to see what you say in the comments. You see the blue pulling out the blue? What big we're talking about with the colors.
Such a pretty page. And again, that's mostly a black and white image. One of the things we get asked all the time is, can I use a black and white image? Of course, if you have pops of color, because that image right there is pretty powerful when it comes up in front of someone. All right. So we're not saying that you can't use the pastel colors, but if you are, use an image that's going to allow them to pop.
Yeah. It's
All
a
right.
beautiful page, guys. I might even put the share code in the Facebook group. I just wouldn't use it at the front of your Boss Excel funnel.
Yeah, and we'll change the copy. Obviously, we'll make it much stronger. But that would be a nice tie into an OSP demo or something like that, because Grady's voice is kind of a soothing.
It's got
You know what
that
I'm saying?
He's
Right,
got
exactly.
that
So just think about that. But so that is the quick editor. All right, and the reason you want the quick editor is so that you can quickly go in and make the changes like Rich talked about. Rich, let's go in and change the button from blue to pink to see if it'll pull the nose out. It's so that you can quickly make a change, okay? So that you can quickly make a change and see if that works for you. You can quickly change the copy. Whereas, again, on the desktop, it takes a little bit more, all right? So that doesn't work. You can go in and change the copy. That's the great thing about Quick Editor that was missing. All right, so that you can basically do that, and OSP responded by giving you this flexibility. What we find now that we tell you that we like the Quick Editor, we're going to tell you that if you're going to learn to be a better marketer, you want to do most of your work on the actual full editor. And the reason being is we'll go into that and show you why. All right, so Quick Editor is just that. All right, what we love about the Quick Editor is it's all email templates.
Yeah, exactly. And also just one final thing on there. The video ones, they're exactly the same. The only difference being you've got one extra box to add in your video player, and you've got one extra box to add in because this pop-up comes up after the first button. So exactly the same process. There's no surprises there. Now the normal funnels, for want of a better word, normal pages, these ones are the ones which the Boss Excel landing pages are built in. The main differences are that you've got more control. You can control the shading of your images. You can control the colors of your font. You can control the shading of your buttons. You've really got a bit more autonomy to make a page unique, make it your own. Let's use that. So Boss Excel funnel kind of gives a 30,000 foot view on online marketing, really, doesn't it? So that's quite a nice image to work with. And so you'd have some sort of pun relating to 30,000 foot view. Numbers work really well on lead capture pages, grab people's attention. You change this word into whatever you choose it to be. If you're doing it on Chrome and I believe on Internet Explorer, you can change the wording on the buttons as well. I can't at the minute because I'm on Safari. But look at the color that's in the background of the picture, and again, look to pull that color out. Let's go a bit more yellow, a bit more gold. There we go, that works quite nice. And then you would add in all of your links. So you're using this toolbar down the side, or you're clicking on wherever you wish to make changes. So you'll add in the link where you want them to go after they've clicked the button. What I would suggest is that you guys do put a little bit of time to get in a couple of pages built that are going to send people here. Join the Facebook group.com. You want to be driving people into that group, because when they join that group, they're going to be welcomed by me and Big. They're going to be pointed to the pinned post, which is going to let them know that there's 4 business opportunities inside that group. There's a load of free training about online marketing. There's a load of free sessions like this. There's a free funnel that's being built for them. And all they need to do is get back in touch with you. It's a great soft sell. It's a great way of introducing people without you having to spam them your link or any other stuff that you might have done in the past in your network marketing days. Anyway, that's quickly knocking up a page in the normal editor. So beyond putting thought into your copy, it's not a long process, even in the full editor. 30,000. There we go. Save.
See, and here's the beauty is once you save, once you save that, as you guys know, we'll show you quickly, you can share that with anyone that's an OSP with the share code. And so once Rich saves that, you can share that with anyone.
Yeah. Obviously, the more wording you've got in there, the more that box stretches down. So it's the only reason it's tucked up in the top corner is because I've literally thrown a few words in there for example purposes. But generally speaking, that would be a larger box with more copy in it. But yeah, if your page is relatively generic, which all lead capture pages should be, because your lead capture page is designed to get people's interest.
Yeah, and here's the thing. What you guys will notice, a lot of the lead capture pages and such that went away in OSP are the ones that mentioned Online Sales Pro or had the logo right in the beginning. When it comes to sales psychology and selling, you never want to tell them what your company is right up front. So even those of you using the video lead capture pages, if you're going to right up front, because people are going to make a judgment before they even opt into your autoresponder or your actual sales or lander. Why give them that opportunity? You know, as soon as they hear the name Amway, or as soon as they hear the name you know, World Ventures or whatever it may be, they're going to have a preconceived notion if they've heard of that before, or maybe they already went to the website, or maybe they had a good experience or a bad experience. What you want to do is you want to control, okay? We talk about in Boss Excel, okay, the traffic, all right, the funnel, the filter. The filter is what you're controlling right there. You want to filter those people in without their preconceived notions, because you want that opportunity to have your sales lander page, okay, be what sells them, all right? In a video sales page, all that video sales page should do is get them to take action quickly. And if you see the best video sales, they are basically proof, progress, results. Hit the page to learn more. All right? They're never, hey, I've made so much money in Gorilla Juice that blah 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 blah, and hit the button, because people are exactly
a sales video, a story video has to be incredibly well done to succeed. You know, the reason we're behind the Tina video is because it works. There are exceptions to every rule. It's done in a very good way. But yeah, generally speaking, you want to avoid the company name like the plague at this stage of the game. So I would just playing around with colors.
Yeah. So Rich, let's go back to and let's look at the third-party funnels and explain what those are for people. So this allows you to create, obviously, for any program, but there are third-party funnels that are already created by OSP for people to use who may already be in some of these companies. And a lot of times they are done very well because OSP created them in order to promote other existing offers. All right.
So anyone who's involved in Digital Altitude, anybody who's involved in Easy One Up, in Motor Company of America, in Exodus Elite, or in Reverse Commissions, has funnels pre-built for them. Now, you might be sat there thinking, well, I'm not, should I join them? No, that's not the point we're making. The point that we're making is there are going to be people who are in those businesses who do not have the capability that you currently have to build systems for themselves, to build systems for their team, to create an extra income, to be able to, in an automated fashion, generate more.
Yeah, I understand. And go ahead and pull that up. Rich, pull up the DA funnel.
The DA funnel, let's have a look.
The bottom line is the DA funnel is not to get DA signups. It's to get people in Digital Altitude to come with you and get the OSP app tool in order to do the same thing and get more signups.
So what you're looking at these, what you should be thinking is, who do I know in Digital Altitude? Who do I know in Easy One Up? Who do I know in Motor Company of America? Exodus, reverse commissions. If you don't know anybody in those things, not a problem, but can I connect with those networks? Because you're now able to provide them with a tool that helps them sell their business. Yes, it's going to help you. These guys now have a way to promote digital altitude better.
So here's a marketing tip for you. Here's a marketing tip. These are some of the biggest programs out there. All right, you may not be in it yourself, but go on your Facebook, create an enticing post, okay, that simply says, take and get a picture of Digital Altitude or any of their logo. All right, put that as the picture and simply ask the question, who wants a proven system to get more signups in Digital Altitude? Question mark. All right. And then ask for more info below. All right. And then for every one of those, and when people ask you, you basically get on chat with them and say, listen, you know, you express some interest in my post about more Digital Altitude signups. Are you not having success now? And let them tell their story. All right. And then you say, listen, I'm going to share something with you that's working for a lot of people in Digital Altitude. Boom. And then you can share that funnel. Don't just share that funnel right off the bat. Okay. Again, we talk about it. Don't give away the whole story right up front. So Digital Altitude, Easy One Up, all those. That's why those were created. Not to just blast them onto your wall or whatever, because it never works. But get people to ask for information. And people are always looking for two things. Okay, that's why Online Sales Pro was created. All right, they want more signups, more business. All right, so it goes back to what Boss Excel we talked about. All right, what everyone should be focused on that they don't focus on is traffic. So you're telling someone, listen, I'm going to help you get more signups. All right, and you're going to give them a system and a tool to do that. It also allows you to then turn around and introduce Boss Excel, because if that person has DA and you talk about OSP with that funnel, guess what? You can now say, listen, but the one thing I've found, you're going to love this, but the one thing I've found is that people still don't know how to get traffic to their offers. All right? So that's why these work, because you're going out there, a market that is wide open. All right, in all of these companies. That's why the focus is on so many network marketing companies through OSP or these online opportunity companies, so that you can go out and offer OSP to these people. But don't just give them the link right away. Make them work for it. It's basically called the takeaway close. You know, the more they want it, the more you want to kind of pull back from it. All right, and that's what's beautiful about OSP. All of these are all marketing opportunities for you in order to promote OSP by itself, let alone inside the Boss Excel system. All
exactly.
right?
Absolutely. So that covers pretty much most of the changes, the updates, and a brief overview on using the basic.
Quickly, Rich, quickly, let's someone asked the question, what about the optimum size for pictures in the quick editor?
Okay.
And so when Rich shares that, we're also going to share with you a quick little tip about resizing. So go ahead, Rich.
So in the quick editor, what you're looking for is the image needs to be less than 1,000 meg, 1,000 MB. So if your image is too big, it will come up. In fact, I think, let me have a look.
Do one of those, yep.
Let me see if I've got a large image. 1 second. Large. I was sure that one was going to be too big. That's quite a big image. Let me add the other one. Right, okay, I stand corrected. But yeah, when you've got a big image.
All right, so let's say, Rich, that someone loads it and they get the error that the image is too large.
Yeah.
How can they resize that?
Right, okay. So you've got a couple of different options. One of the quickest and easiest is simply to go onto Google and find a resizing software. You can use Microsoft Paint if you've got Microsoft Paint on your system. Just type in Google Resize, free online picture resizer. And so you will then, in this particular one, you just follow the instructions with all of them really. Select a picture from your computer, browse your computer, select the image, and then click continue. And it will just ask you exactly what you want to do. Do we want to crop it? No. Do we want to rotate it? No. Do we want to resize it? Yes. How much smaller do we want to make it? Or do we want to put in customized sizes? So at the minute, that one is 1280 by 851. How much do we want to change it to? Do we want to change it to fit a certain screen size? And so you can do all of that, and then you just click I'm done, and it gives you a download. So let's just make it a really small one. So we'll make it 75% smaller.
So most people struggling with that, it's so easy. And so we just wanted to share that with you quickly. If you get an error, just go in and resize the image really quickly and try it again. You can do that right on your phone in the quick editor as well. That's the only one that's really going to give you a lot of issues. In the actual desktop one, you're going to be able to view it, and you'll see that some images are too large and it's not placing the image where you want it as far as the emphasis. So that was it quickly. Rich, we want to maybe bring out a couple people to ask some questions.
Okay.
Man, if you're done sharing, and then we'll basically close up shop here and stick a fork in this and be done. And then we'll spend the next 30 minutes after that answering more specific questions for people. And that's what we do. We stop the recording and we continue for another 30 minutes after with the people on the call live to answer all their questions about a whole lot of other stuff, not specifically just to OSP. Maybe they have a lot more questions about marketing, copy, et cetera, et cetera. That's the beauty of being on the live calls. That part is not recorded. So if you're watching this on replay, shame on you. Make sure you get on the live training next time. You'll get a bunch of your questions answered. But we're also going to, at that time, give away that Boss Excel t-shirt for free. We're not going to do it on the recording. That's going to be in that group, because we said for those people that stay at the end, someone's going to win their very own Boss Excel t-shirt with shipping and everything. That's a $25. So not only did they learn stuff today all about Online Sales Pro and some marketing and some some sales psychology and color coordination, but they're also going to have the opportunity to, guess what, get some Boss Excel swag for free. All right, so why don't we do this? Rich, thank you very much. That was awesome. That was awesome. Let's go to the chat, my man, and let's bring out a couple of questions. Okay. All right. So if we go back to one of the questions, is there a share button on every funnel inside the OSP system? And that was from, and she also said, is there a share button? Well, I'll let you say it. Diane, you want to come on and ask that question about the share buttons? Yep, go ahead, Diane.
Okay, on all our Boss Excel landing capture pages, is there a share button? Because I hadn't found it similar to the one that was under the affiliate section for the OSPs.
Okay, a great question. If you've added the share codes for all of them, yes, but only on the phone app. So the share buttons are only on the desktop version, well, I say desktop, laptop, whatever, computer version for the OSP built funnels. Any individual funnels that you've built yourself, no, there's no share button, but you can just copy and paste the link from there.
Yep. Yeah, and the reason they do that, obviously, is OSP is going to take most of their real estate on that and have it be about the OSP funnel. So as Rich said, it's a pretty simple fix, though. Just simply copy and paste or whatever it may be.
I'll use the phone.
Yeah, but exactly. Or the phone. The phone has it right there. That's what we love about it, because we can quickly, as we said earlier, Rich shared, and listen, here's the Boss Excel page right here, without having to scroll through everything. Boom. Okay. So great question, Diane. As they roll out more and more features on the app, it's going to become more and more powerful. But as we said, we still like creating more powerful lead capture pages, things like that, in the desktop, even though there's more share features on the app itself. All right, great question. Thank you very much. All right, so Rich, I think we had another question, I believe, if I can find it. Huge amount in the chat there. So I'm going to exit. All right, let's see. I guess you answered the question. One of those was, do we have to be a member of those programs like DA, Easy One Up to actually use that funnel? You answer that, no. Actually, we focused on that because we want you to use it as a marketing tool to get people who are already in those businesses to sign up an OSP with you. Okay, because they can sign up an OSP, and once they do, then you can introduce them to the entire Boss Excel system. That's the beauty. All right. I think that's great. Is there anyone else that wants to come out and?
I spotted a couple of others actually as I've scrolled back that I don't think we've covered.
We did not. The question about the wording in capital letters, how to use, when to use. Is that what you're talking about, Rich?
Yeah. Also the one about the photo. I know we've covered it on the group, but let's just box it off.
Let's let that person come out and ask that question.
That's Laurie.
Oh yeah, Lori, absolutely. Come on out, Lori, and ask your question. Lots of great stuff. Lots of great stuff. Now, while this is going on, those that haven't done a share to your Facebook, go ahead and do that now, and then we'll end the recording after this question. Lori, go ahead. Did we lose her?
It seems we might have done, mate.
All right. So what was the question, Rich?
The question related to when she shares the Tina funnel on her page, that it doesn't show. There's a link, but a big blank box instead of an image. Does anyone know why? So that depends on. Well, actually, if it's a Tina funnel, that's an OSP built funnel. So there should be a preview image, all things being equal. So what I would say is that's either down to the browser that you're using, or down to the formatting of the link when you've put it on your post. Probably your browser, to be fair.
Absolutely.
A common error, what I actually thought you'd written, I read it at a glance. A common thing that crops up is people sharing pages that they've built in Online Sales Pro and no image showing up. When you build your own pages in OSP, there's only a handful of those pages that have a preview picture built in. So the best way around it is to have a picture already, post the picture, and then write the status with it, so that the picture comes up on your Facebook post with your post, rather than if you just write your post and the link and no picture, you just get right.
So that's one of the reasons we said you can do a direct share like that, but as Rich talked about, he likes to capture the URL because we like to do that. And what we'll do is we'll share in the Facebook group. Rich will share that Facebook hack that he just talked about, so that it's a.
To be fair, it is in there, so we're probably overkilling by doing it on.
Yep, awesome. So what we'll do is we thank all of you for being on the call. This is where we all unmute, come out, and say goodbye, and tell people they need to be on the live call. Make sure you all stick around because we've got another 30 minutes where we're going to be giving away the Boss XL T-shirt, but we're also going to answer a bunch more questions. I see a ton more questions, and that are more related to other things like marketing and stuff like that. So if everyone will unmute, and wish everyone who's watching this that they join us next time. Everyone unmute now, and we'll say goodbye, and I'll stop the recording.
All right, Lo? Yeah, bye.
See you later.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, that was still on it.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. All right, everyone. If you're watching this on the recording, make sure you catch us live next week, same time, same channel, always on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. GMT time. That's the Supercharged weekly success and sales training for the Boss XL system, all about the different programs inside it. We'll catch you next week. Thank you for joining us. Take
Cheers,
care, everyone.
guys.